Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. This is the Dithmarschener campaign. We're gonna go ahead and ask Brunswick to please spit out Lüneburg. That was not nice. Leave him alone. He'll say yes. That's gonna make him mad, but he's not an elector, so we don't care. Lüneburg is... there's no claim or core that really anyone can take advantage of. Maybe Lübeck could, but I doubt he'll declare on him. So Lüneburg should be relatively safe. I've always found it stupid that you don't get positive opinion from someone when you do unlawful territory. Like, I just created you. I just made you exist. So how come you don't like me? You should be happy with me. In the meantime, also, we're going to, I think, cancel our military access. Cost 10 imperial authority to revoke the electorate. Yeah, no. Let's cancel military access through Bohemia for now. And we were talking about this before we started today. I think we're going to release a couple more subjects. We're going to get the free cities established down here. I'm not certain, but I think you can't grant free city status to a subject. Let's just check it here. Yeah, so if we release them as regular vassals, then we won't be able to do it. If we use return province like this, then we can. So I think we'll return province to Florence. Even though this province is making us 1.2 ducats a month and giving us force limit and stuff, we just want to have the Italian free cities. We give us more princes in the empire and let us get another achievement. Before we started this episode, someone had pointed out they had asked questions about trade companies, and it reminded me to go and establish a trade company in our new colony. Even though this is a brand new colony, it technically counts, and so that has satisfied our third trade company region. So we get more splendor growth, which is very convenient. Starting next month, we'll have 7. Doesn't he get friends too? No. Actually, if you were to release them like this, they would get Pisa, Firenze, and Lucca. But if you use return province, they only get the one province, but it costs you 10 prestige. So we're gonna do it like this. This will make them independent and not our subject. He will probably dislike us because he wants our land, but that doesn't really matter too much. And we're hoping to grant free city status, except that he is also a monarchy, which is odd, but that's fine. If we make him like us well enough, and we get our diplomatic reputation up, after we get diplomatic ideas, we can start establishing the free cities. On top of that, we can release Siena. They'll take... oh, we actually can release Siena from Firenze. We probably want to keep Firenze. I think we'll take Siena. Problem is that that's not part of the empire, so... I would have to conquer it from Spain, core it, add it to the empire, return province to Siena. If I wanted to create Siena without giving up Firenze. This is a 40 development province with a estuary. I don't really want to get rid of that, although it's in a node that we don't really care about. I also want to return province to Milan. I want to create him as a subject. Let's just find like the worst Milanese core that we own. Which looks like it's Parma. As far as income goes, this is 18 development. Modena is 18 development. So 18 and 19. Even though this is 19, it makes us less income, 1.6 versus 1.98. Of course, that's a level 4 fort that we want, so we'll probably get rid of Modena. Screw the income, I just want to keep the, I want to keep that fort for zone of control down here. So we can return this to Milan, although, well, can we even though? Because it's a Dutch culture now. We'd have to revoke the estate, and there's no guarantee that it's going to return it to the person that I want. Just do it, because I want to see who it would be. Yeah, I don't want to return it to Ferrara. So that's unfortunate. If we want to create Milan, I don't want to give them 6 provinces. We could fight Ferrara and make them abandon their core, because we did expel minorities making this Dutch, which means that it's not Ferrara's primary culture group anymore, which means we can make them abandon their core. After they abandon their core, this should flip to Milan or to Venice. Bum, ba, bum. How do European provinces increase dev over time? They do clicks, for the most part. I do development, like, a lot over campaigns. So, I think we fabricate a claim on Ferrara and we get ready to do this. He's allied to Austria, so actually we could probably separate peace him if we fight Austria again. We don't have a CB in Austria. Do we have a subject who has a CB in Austria? We do. So we could fight Austria. We could call in Ottomans, have them help us out. And then we could separate peace Ferrara, make him abandon his core, and then we could release Milan. This also gets us to Bavaria, who is already Protestant. Just want to get a couple more princes so we can get our imperial authority growth, like, decent. Internal peace inside the empire would help as well. Okay, well, for now we're going to drill with that army. We're going to... Who else should we release? I was thinking about releasing Lucca. That's another estuary, but... yeah, I think we should. This one we'll release as an actual subject. It's fine. We'll have to break the relationship at some point, but I do want Lucca to exist. And I don't really want to revoke that land from the clergy again. That'll make them super mad. But when you do it this way, even though they control that land, they won't be upset. Clergy don't care if you revoke land via releasing a subject. This is it's an actual vassal now. They take on monarchy because we're a monarchy. So we can't make them a free city yet. But for now, let's just royal marry them. Try to get a baby. That'll also give us more force limit, most likely. And I'd like to continue getting more little vassals, honestly. Elsass, I didn't want to do. Stad, I don't want to re-release up here. Nor East Frisia. Although, technically, just, again, like, I could release this province. Make it into a vassal, demand the trade power. We probably get paid more than we earn without having the vassal relationship. We get more imperial authority growth, and that's the ultimate goal right now, isn't it? What about Siena? I don't really want to use Siena from Firenze. That is, I mean, that's 40 development. That makes me feel kind of bad. Release a Norwegian province and make it into a city? We could do that. We'd have to wait until after we can add this land to the empire. That's a good, another good reason to consider going to war with Denmark soon, so we can extend the empire. We have all this land to grant to the empire that hasn't been added to the empire yet. Also, this land will get added to the empire. Alright, we should probably actually unpause at some point, so let's go ahead and just play for a bit. We have pretty low manpower at the moment. We have civil war disaster building up. Xion finally died, that's sad. Feel bad now. Xion. We need to establish our embargoes. Venice, Spain, Russia. Alright, what's France doing? Attacking Muisca. How dare you, France. What are we gonna do? We were gonna attack Burgundy and release some people from Burgundy, right? That was another thing I wanted to do. That makes us fight Austria. Nassau, Wurzburg, Salzburg, Silesia. None of these people are threatening, really. Austria's probably the strongest. We beat up England even more. In England we have a very long truce with right now, and he's not allied to anyone, no guarantees, so we can't reset our truce. I really just want to keep France fighting Spain, like, non-stop, so let's see if we can make that happen. The ways we were doing that was by like attacking Venice and stuff. Looks like we're probably gonna wait a month. Watch us just like die. Yeah. We'll just die and then lose control of the empire and then everything's gonna be over. It's gonna be awful. Okay, France doesn't want to come in right now because he's deeply in debt. Also, this is not a proper claim war, so we need to get a claim on Venice if we want to keep this thing going. Humiliate rival doesn't work. Our favors are at 14, so assuming he wasn't in another war, we'd probably be able to get something going. I'm just going to close this because the course shouldn't take very long. And we do have Colonize the Cape that we satisfied. So gain 300 ducats, get a permanent claim on North Lanka. What is North Lanka? I don't even know what that is. Apparently we have a claim on this state here. And it's currently owned by Portugal. Wow, it's quite a large Portuguese establishment, yet he's losing it all. We should wait and see how Vijayanagar pieces out with Portugal. Maybe we can take some of this land. Okay, some of the next missions are what? Seize Ceylon. Okay. Colonize Brazil. Well, we have Deportation Center number 1. We're probably gonna re-up our focus over here. This also reminds me we should probably take care of these Norwegian peasants. Where are the transports? Let's pull half of a stack off. And go take care of that. Congo just insulted us. Excuse me? This could be really ideal, actually. Congo, if we got a proper claim on him... Diplomatic Insult doesn't actually block you from taking land, and we do have full influence ideas, so we could just use Diplomatic Insult. Go occupy Congo, separate peace the Pope, take him down to a 1-province minor, and then we could try to flip his religion, as we originally had discussed the other day. I think he still just has 3 provinces. So that could be great. Besides, we already have an army right here. Led by that evil guy. Why not? Let's do it. Peace is boring. Yeah, the Pope is allied to Congo. I know, isn't that weird? Okay, we're the Emperor, so we can always walk through the Empire while we're at war. Which means we can go down to here, and eventually we'll probably get access through Spain. This stack here, it looks like we're kind of low on generals at the moment. Swamp Thing, we're not going to make into a guy. Alright. Okay, so that occupation's done. Hopefully we get military access up to this other province. Soonish. Probably have access, or will have access through here. If we don't, we can just ask for it. Lost another general. We're down to Chemo, Dad Evil Guy, and Brixified. Right now we could roll generals that are 1 pip fewer than perfect. So let's wait until we get a fort sieged, and then we'll roll some new ones. Private contractors. It's totally fine. Still no access through the Spanish. Marinas just finished. It gives us a colonist free. I want to get another colonial nation established over here. Okay, so we need to have, I think it's like 96 is where that final pip will show up. Can't get access through Venice, we can't get access through Spain. So we're just waiting for someone else to ask for access. Neat. Well, at least Mpemba fell quickly. Let's have this army come down to join as well. We're just queuing up as many boats as we can, really. Need to get my auto clicker working. That capital fort doesn't really count. It wasn't enough. We need a real fort. New men just expired. Reduce mercantilism or piss off the burghers. That sucks, but it's not a big deal. We've got 11-day siege ticks against this guy, even though we haven't really tried to like build up siege ability against him. I think there's an actual fort there. This army might actually get dead. Two on like 7. I don't think we're gonna win. Let's retreat through down here to just join the armies up. That fort falling puts us back up to 18. All right, so now it's time to roll generals. Now it's a 7 to 18 instead of 7 to 17. So we want to replace, probably, we want 3 right now, I think. Because I expect one of these other guys is gonna die soon. So let's see how we're rolling today. Good numbers, good opportunity, you think? Let's go with the Bear Fury. The Bear Fury. The Bear Fury. 6633. That's 18. That's pretty good. Okay. Off to a good start. I still want 21. I don't think we've had a 21 pip general yet. And statistically, we're just as likely to get a 21 pip as a 10 pip. So. Black Templar. 5633. Slightly not as good. Just slightly. Still pretty good roll. One more. Sergeant Kane. There he is. There's the minimum. All right, that one doesn't count. What do you guys think? Should we do... Yeah, Bogey says 10 pip incoming, and then here it is. Should we give him another chance, or should we just let someone else roll? I feel like if you roll poorly, maybe you deserve to be executed. Sjaelland will lead. Let's go with Sabel 22. 4612. Also quite bad. You're both fired. Both just no. Sergeant Kane fired. You're fired. I want another one. I want someone at least 15, 16 pips. Come on. Come on, roll better than that. It's garbage. Aril Sven. My gosh, that's a complicated name. Aril Svendsley. Svendsley. Aril Svendsley. Something like that. Alright, forget it. We're just not gonna roll more generals. We've run out of luck. Just sorry. So your name was... That's what happened. Your name was too difficult to pronounce. That's why the dice were not in our favor. Those are Munster separatists. Black Templar over here. Still waiting on military access. Looks like somebody got us access through here, so let's go siege that down. It also means we can probably get to that location as well. Okay, so we got a fort there. We already have a pretty good war score against these guys. We just need a Pope's capital to fall, and then I think we can make him into one province minor. We could also theoretically vassalize him. We have 14-day siege ticks. That's impressive. Wait. Wait. The fort is in disrepair. Even Switzerland has 14-day siege ticks. Hey, Switzerland, go home. Go home, let me do it. Who else is here? Lucca? Everyone go home. Just get out of here, let me do it. Check it out. Bam. 3 days. Tick. 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 Disease outbreak. Tick. Tick. Alright, so we're gonna separate piece. Apparently we're at the dipple point cap. Whoops. We're gonna separate piece for not Rome. We just want to take this stuff and then make him into one province minor. That way, if we can make him go bankrupt, he will become not Protestant. Sorry, not Catholic. He is Catholic. Rome is Protestant. There is this little, apparently, weird thing you can do from EU3, where if a one province minor, specifically one province minor, goes bankrupt, then they'll take on the religion of their only province. So we're trying to make the Pope Protestant. Because it's funny. Now we just need to find a way to make him go bankrupt in another war. Bonnie's being besieged. Let's just peace out with Congo now. I don't really need anything from him. Hardy Seaman. Alright, we'll take, keep it in the monarch point cap. We'll take everything in the trade company region and then pass on the rest. So let's take, like, this. Let's, I'd like to take Ndongo, but we can't reach it. There was a fort, I think it was in Mibwilla. I guess we'll take that as well. I don't care about the dipple points. Let's get him to agree to this deal. Unlawful territory. Anhalt and Bohemia have both done things that are wrong. Wrong. Anhalt, what have you done? You've killed Saxony? I don't care, that's fine. Bohemia, on the other hand, has done something to Brandenburg. So they both just kind of beat up on Brandenburg a bit. Doesn't really matter to us. Look at that. Internal peace in the empire. We're gaining imperial authority. That's crazy. Alright, so I want to just peace out now because we want to pass the first reform finally as soon as we can. So we don't need this guy's money or trade power, honestly. We'll take as much money without the trade power. That's fine. Slightly overextended. Probably should have considered that. Okay. Well, if we had some absolutism, then it wouldn't count. We don't have the first age bonus. Or harsher treatment yet. What if we... You know, we want to boost legitimacy anyway, so let's just do some legitimacy boosting. That'll also give us absolutism. I'm going to cancel all the cores that I just started. We're then going to boost legitimacy as much as we can. Which gives us 8 absolutism, which should bring us below 100% overextension and make it cheaper to core the stuff. Totally planned it. You see? Everything works out in the end. Also, we need to make sure everything that we conquered gets added to the trade company, because the game's too stupid to do that, you know, by itself. And this seems like a good enough spot to take a break. We have no colonists free. We're colonizing 3 at the moment, which seems fine. This army was supposed to take care of these. Yeah. I'm gonna take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.